Oh my goodness. She is just precious. All right, Prim friends, we are on a road trip today. Thursday morning, 9 o'clock, headed out the door. I'm taking you with me. Hello, Prim friends. Well, you might be able to see here coming up, we are heading into Sawdust and Stitches. Oops, I'm gonna fall off the curb. So Sawdust and Stitches has their Christmas open house. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. If you have not been to Sawdust and Stitches, this is absolutely a shop that needs to be on your radar. Look at this sweet snowman girl. And this amazing top hat. I love how worn that looks, and the little corncob pipe and the mittens. So this shop is in Waynesville. Again, it is called Sawdust and Stitches. They are open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And I will make sure that the hours and days of their special Christmas event is on the screen as well and in the description. I think she said the last time, and I'll double check with her again, she has a number of craftspeople that make things by hand for her shop as well. So it is a mixture of the handmades, of the antiques, and just such a charming shop. Now here is a Santa. He is wonderful. Look at that beautiful beard. And I'm really admiring that drying rack back there. It's like a circular, but it has the shelf sort of up above. I cannot see a price on that, but that is really a unique one. Lots of quilts, and you'll see up there at the top the quilts sign. I love the shoes, the lace up, the early lace up shoes. Beautiful butter churn with the number 4, so that's a 4-gallon. And then all of these amazing grapevine trees are scattered here throughout. I really like this box on the wall too. Very nice. Pretty. You'll see, again, a lot of those import coverlet pieces, which so many of our shops here in Ohio carry as well. They just go with our look, perfect on a table or a little side table. Look at this sweet Santa with the little bit of feather tree and the candle. He's carrying a little wreath. And this looks like a vintage little candy container. Very nice wall box. Oh, I'm not seeing a price tag on that one right now. And she does have some of the very, very popular red overalls, or as they're sometimes referred to as the union suit. There's sort of a child size one there, and then the adult size right here. So neat. I really like this cabinet up above. The schoolhouse sign. That one looks like it says $59.99. Nice wooden cupboard or bookshelf. And the sweet little wheelbarrow. That one is $149.99. And the sweet Raggedy Ann with the little wooden banjo. What does this one say? Spark Plug Express. The little framed stitchery there is $22.99. Like the horse. And that is a pie safe. And the tins are just in the sides, but very nice with the drawers in the top. Or those wonderful game boards. Nice tall chimney cupboard. And there's a beautiful trunk with the grain painting. Almost looks like a smoke grain painting. And here another charming Santa. And this tree is all covered in log cabins. Oh my gosh, is that cute? And these look like gourds. And the little brooms. Oh, is that sweet? And that neat tin star up at the top. Love the little faceless doll with the child's, or in the child's rocking chair, and that nice early look fabric. This barrel here also very nice. Love how it's used to display the greens. And then this lantern here, made in the USA. That one is $129.99. Oh, I like that table. Crossbuck or sawbuck table. And that has the breadboard ends. Goodness. Early painted chair, $39.95. Very pretty. My goodness. I was just over in this area and I'm seeing other things now. Look at that red barrel. U.S. Post Office. Dayton, Ohio. Not terribly far here from Waynesville. I love this little nook here. And that looks like a crossbuck table in there also. And check out this blue painted corner cupboard. Very pretty. And Weaver and Son Distillers, Elizabethville, Pennsylvania. Not to be sold. Interesting. Nice antiques sign Isn't that adorable? And then this room really, really feels like a tavern. Fantastic signs. And check out this barrel cut, not across, but lengthwise. Wow. Another wonderful cupboard here. And Tammy had told me once before, if it's in the shop, it is for sale. So here is another one. Let's check the price on this one. Look at that great chippy paint. This one is $7.95. Definitely in a green. Here, a nice, this is a reproduction, but it looks like the early barn lanterns. Primitive lantern. This one's $1.95. Gosh, you can put a candle down in the bottom of that. Look at this sweet Santa. Almost like a woodsman with his fur gloves and the trim on his coat. Fantastic. It's a nice gourd garland. And this one has numbers cut into it. Oh my gosh, how neat is that? It says gourd with the leather strap. That one is $24.99 or $95. And I love the signs over that fantastic fireplace mantle. A nice long wooden bench. Oh, look at the Bemis pillows. What a great use of the feed sacks. Every corner, just precious. There's a nice big blanket crane in the corner. Love the look of this right here. The table. In the tavern, ready to go. And here's a little idea. They look like pillowcases, basically. That looks like a rough linen. And these are $34.95. Handmade, lovely chair cover. So I know personally in our home, we don't have rugs on the floor, and sometimes it's just too much visually for me. You've got the lines going up and down, you've got the lines going sideways, the chair backs, the wooden chair backs. And so I put things like that right there, pillowcase covers, over the backs of some of our little chairs around our little round table. And it just tones down a little bit that busyness. Now you can do that with feed sacks. That's an idea. Or maybe you have a chair that's just a little bit rough. You can do it with that as well. Just some neat ideas. I love the waviness in the glass in the windows here in this building. And the curtains that Tammy has in the windows here are so prim. Look at that. It's just torn along the edge. The top edge is sewn, and it's just a rectangle. Now, how absolutely precious is that look? I don't think you can get much simpler than that. Another wonderful Santa. But yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. The slat back chairs, the arms, all of that. I have 4 of them around a small table, and it just felt to me a little bit busy. And I slipped those little plaid pillowcases about that kind of a color over the back end of those chairs. And it really made all the difference in the world. It just took it down a little bit, just simplified it a bit. This is the room that you will see when you enter this beautiful shop. My goodness. That grapevine tree has to be 5.5 feet tall, I would say. Sweet little angel. That looks like the tin maybe from a tin ceiling, a pressed ceiling at some point. Have you been to Waynesville? I saw signs as I was coming in that it was referred to as the antique capital. So this shop is about 3 hours, about 3 hours from Seville. Now, I didn't do it straight. I had a couple other stops, and you'll see those maybe out of order, but you'll see those in this video also. Sort of a road trip with me today. Oh, there's a nice early looking Santa, sort of bell snickle. Again, the little bag almost looks like a vintage looking candy bag. Oh my, look at this one. What a beautiful snowman. He's charming. And these primitive spice melts, cranberry sugar. Oh, cranberry spice. And simply clove. What's back here? Let's see. Simply cranberry. Lovely. Look at this Santa. So sweet. More of those grapevine trees. There's a wonderful Santa right here. Again, all handmade. A wonderful collection of the candles. I see orange clove over there. That is actually my favorite scent. Something about that orange clove. I love this basket here on the wall. And what a clever idea also. It's an old piece of picket fence that is hung on the wall. And then that basket is hanging on that. You can do that. We could do that inside our homes. This here, another really Adorable room. Antiques mixed with the handmades. Several of the breadboards there. Or cutting boards. Jones Dairy, milk, butter, and eggs. And then that great general store sign up there. Fresh baked pies. Mercantile, textiles, notions, and goods. The signs, Christmas and toys. And here, another adorable handmade snow person. She is a cutie. I see a big corner cupboard in the corner there with the glass doors. Not especially tall, but really cute. Very nice size. And here's another one. This one's holding a wreath. Love her nose. That almost looks like a dried carrot. What a great idea. This probably came out of a Hoosier cupboard. The flower dispenser. Love the little red mittens in that bit of green on an old shutter. My goodness. So many ideas, so much inspiration. There's only so much time. Look at the porch posts holding a bit of a little ceiling there with a tin top. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. And here it is on a corner. And the walls covered in barn board. Goodness. You know, here this is all filled with handmades. But what a great idea this would be if you were having a holiday party. You could fill those with cookies or appetizers, all kinds of things could be put in there. Here, this is a sieve, a tin sieve, and it's sitting on a little three-legged stool next to a little crate. Great ideas. Ideas that can translate from the shop look and displaying to your home or for a party or just for every day, for your family. I like that little stitchery right there that says, not even a mouse. So not even a mouse was stirring. Nice old cupboard there. Look at these pair of early overalls. It's a great wall box. And that even has the door on it. So it could be used as a cupboard, you know, that you close the door or leave it displayed open. Now, goodness, what is that in there? Is this like for some kind of a sausage stuffer? Well, I'll have to look at that when the camera isn't in my hand, and we'll see if we can figure out what that is. If you know, put it in the comments. Hopefully I won't forget to look and see what that is on that tag. Such a charming, charming shop. I'll make sure that the dates for their Christmas event are on the screen and in the description as well. I know a lot of you are waiting for the earlier times and the simple goods videos. Those will be coming up. They are a lot of editing that goes into those. Now those are past, but a lot of editing goes into it because as the dealers are still setting up, when I walk to their spot, they're like, wait, let me do this. Wait, let me do this. So it's not, I can't do a continuous walking through the show. And so it's a lot of little pieces that need to get edited together, and it just takes a while. And then we have like Sawdust and Stitches having their Christmas open house, and Gathered Treasures up in Mansfield is having their Christmas show this weekend as well. So just a lot of things happening here in the area. Those videos will all come out. Just, I don't know what order necessarily at the moment. I wish there was a way to edit and drive at the same time, but unfortunately, that is not the case. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed this little road trip with me. I love the creaks in the floor. This is an old building, and I just love the floor creaks. And the crocks, the cabinets. Look at the basket up there, actually has legs. It almost looks like a cradle. Here again, what another great idea. It is an early little stove, and Tammy has put Christmas lights in the bottom. So it actually looks like it's burning. Isn't that adorable? Really cute. Well, take care, everyone. And I will see you very soon in the next video.